Strong families build strong businesses, but only organized families build businesses that survive generations. Welcome to this vid on to-do list of family business stakeholders. Family businesses are not just companies, they are living institutions that carry the family's honor, history, sacrifices, values, and dreams into the future. Whether your business is in its first generation or preparing for the fourth, long-term success is never an accident. It comes from clarity, structure, communication, planning, and shared responsibility. This presentation has been designed especially for family business stakeholders, founders, next-generation members, board members, spouses, advisors, and senior executives, to help you reflect, clarify, and improve the critical areas that make a family business strong, stable, and sustainable. You will go through 30 powerful steps, from understanding your family business history, governance, and succession, to next-generation development, wealth management, constitution building, external relationships, and practical implementation mechanisms. These steps form a comprehensive to-do list that every family business should review, discuss, and act upon. This is more than a presentation, it is a roadmap for continuity, unity, and legacy. A united family creates unstoppable growth, but a structured family creates generational greatness. Before you move forward, remember this. Every slide you are about to see reflects a real challenge faced by thousands of family businesses around the world. If you recognize even one issue from your own situation, then this presentation will help you begin solving it, step by step. Stay with us until the end, because the final slides include actions your family can take immediately. What have we discussed in this presentation? Section 1, Initial Assessment and Understanding. Family Business History. Current Business Status. Family Dynamics. Section 2, Governance Structure. Ownership Framework. Board Composition. Management Roles. Section 3, Succession Planning. Leadership Transition. Knowledge Transfer. Retirement Planning. Section 4, Communication and Conflict Resolution. Family Meeting Structure. Conflict Management. Intergenerational Communication. Section 5, Strategic Business Planning. Long-Term Vision. Business Evolution. Financial Planning. Section 6, Next Generation Development. Career Pathing. Outside Experience. Leadership Development. Section 7, Family Wealth Management. Financial Education. Estate Planning. Risk Management. Section 8, Family Business Constitution. Values and Mission. Policies and Protocols. Accountability Mechanisms. Section 9, External Relationships. Professional Advisors. Community Engagement. Industry Relationships. Section 10, Action Planning and Implementation. Prioritization Framework. Accountability Assignment. Progress Measurement. The following slide focuses on the topic of family business history, under the broader area of initial assessment and understanding. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Initial assessment and understanding, family business history. Begin by capturing the story of how the business started, what inspired its inception, who the founders were, and what goals they had. Identify major events such as expansion, crises, partnerships, and other defining moments that have shaped the trajectory of the business over time. Outline how leadership or ownership transitioned across generations, focusing on the processes used and lessons learned. Reflect on major difficulties the business has faced, economic downturns, leadership gaps, or external threats, and how they were addressed. Analyze how the family's core values influenced decisions, shaped culture, and helped the business evolve. The following slide focuses on the topic of current business status under the broader area of initial assessment and understanding. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Initial assessment and understanding current business status. Begin by thoroughly reviewing financial statements, cash flow, and profitability to assess the financial standing of the business. Examine how the company is structured, including key departments and reporting lines. Evaluate the qualifications, experience, and performance of current leaders and management staff. Analyze where the business stands within its industry, its unique value proposition, and competitive edge. Stay informed about current and emerging trends that may affect your market. The following slide focuses on the topic of family dynamics, under the broader area of initial assessment and understanding. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Initial assessment and understanding family dynamics. Start by mapping the family tree with a focus on who is currently involved in the business and their roles. Assess both formal and informal roles that family members play in decision-making and daily operations. Understand how key decisions are typically made, whether by consensus, hierarchy, or influence, and the speed and clarity of those decisions. Observe how family members communicate, directly, indirectly, emotionally, or factually, and identify existing strengths. Identify areas of friction such as leadership competition, financial disagreements, or generational gaps. The following slide focuses on the topic of ownership framework, under the broader area of governance structure. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Governance structure, ownership framework. Clarify who owns what percentage of the business and through which legal entities. Review the legal structures, such as corporations, trusts, or partnerships, that govern ownership. Evaluate existing shareholder agreements, focusing on voting rights, transfer restrictions, and dividend policies. Discuss plans for how ownership will be transferred in the future, via succession, sale, or gifting. Ensure the ownership strategy supports broader family goals, whether those include wealth preservation, control, or long-term growth. The following slide focuses on the topic of board composition, under the broader area of governance structure. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Governance structure, board composition. Assess how the board is currently composed, number of members, roles, and committees. Evaluate the balance between family members and independent professionals on the board. Review each board member's role, contribution, and their effectiveness in supporting and challenging the business. Examine how often the board meets and the quality of its decisions. Plan for future board development, including succession, skill diversity, and training. The following slide focuses on the topic of management roles, under the broader area of governance structure. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Governance structure, management roles. Ensure that ownership rights do not automatically translate into management control. Clearly outline the job descriptions, responsibilities, and expectations for each family member working in the business. Set transparent reporting lines and hold both family and non-family members accountable for their performance. Encourage the seamless inclusion of non-family executives by empowering them with authority and trust. Create a structure that allows for collaborative input while respecting hierarchy. The following slide focuses on the topic of leadership transition, under the broader area of succession planning. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Succession planning, leadership transition. Begin by identifying individuals with leadership potential based on merit, values, and alignment with the business vision. Establish a clear and realistic timeline for the leadership transition. Develop a step-by-step plan outlining how the transition will be managed. Provide mentoring, formal training, and experiential learning to prepare successors for their future roles. Involve the wider family in supporting the chosen successor to ensure unity and smooth transition. The following slide focuses on the topic of knowledge transfer, under the broader area of succession planning. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Succession planning, knowledge transfer. Develop processes for recording critical knowledge, business strategies, operations, key contacts, and decision logic. Encourage structured mentoring relationships between outgoing leaders and upcoming successors. Go beyond formal procedures by capturing unspoken know-how, relational insights, and leadership instincts. Build mechanisms to preserve the core company culture while allowing evolution. Leverage digital tools such as knowledge repositories, video briefings, and documentation platforms. The following slide focuses on the topic of retirement planning under the broader area of succession planning. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Succession planning, retirement planning. Discuss how current leaders envision their retirement in terms of lifestyle, involvement, and legacy. Ensure that financial security for the retiring generation is addressed through structured compensation, dividends, or buyouts. Clearly outline any continuing advisory or symbolic roles after stepping down from active leadership. Acknowledge the emotional and identity challenges that come with letting go. Plan how authority, decision-making, and relationships will shift to successors. The following slide focuses on the topic of family meeting structure under the broader area of communication and conflict resolution. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Communication and conflict resolution family meeting structure. Create or reinforce a family council that oversees key family-related decisions and communication. Implement consistent meeting formats, monthly, quarterly, or annually, with clear roles, rules, and documentation. Develop agendas that reflect the concerns and priorities of all family members. Define how decisions will be made, majority vote, consensus, or delegated authority. Foster an environment where complex topics can be discussed without fear of judgment or backlash. The following slide focuses on the topic of conflict management under the broader area of communication and conflict resolution. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Communication and conflict resolution, conflict management. Start by openly identifying conflicts that exist or are likely to arise. Look beyond surface-level issues to explore the emotional, historical, and relational causes of tension. Promote a mindset where conflict is not feared but managed as a pathway to improvement. Develop written procedures for addressing disputes, including steps for escalation, mediation, and resolution. Engage neutral third parties when conflicts reach a standstill or become emotionally charged. The following slide focuses on the topic of intergenerational communication under the broader area of communication and conflict resolution. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Communication and conflict resolution, intergenerational communication. Recognize the varying communication preferences among different generations. Understand that each generation may have distinct views on risk, innovation, authority, and purpose. Encourage older and younger family members to appreciate each other's experiences and perspectives. Create regular forums where different generations can openly share their ideas, concerns, and expectations. Pair members of different generations on projects and initiatives to promote learning and relationship building. The following slide focuses on the topic of long-term vision under the broader area of strategic business planning. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Strategic business planning, long-term vision. Collaboratively create a long-term vision that reflects the aspirations of all family stakeholders. Ensure that business strategies and decisions are aligned with the core family values. Recognize the importance of honoring traditions while also adapting to future opportunities. Discuss ambitions for business growth and clarify the level of risk the family is willing to accept. Schedule periodic reviews of the vision to ensure it remains relevant and inspiring. The following slide focuses on the topic of business evolution under the broader area of strategic business planning. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Strategic business planning, business evolution. Regularly evaluate whether the current business model remains effective in a changing environment. Encourage a culture that welcomes technological advancements and innovative practices. Explore untapped markets or unmet customer needs where the business can expand. Stay attuned to shifts in industry standards, regulations, and consumer preferences. Consider diversification into related or new areas to reduce risk and increase revenue streams. The following slide focuses on the topic of financial planning under the broader area of strategic business planning. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Strategic business planning, financial planning, analyze how capital is currently deployed across operations, expansion, and reserves. Ensure financial investments align with long-term strategic goals and risk tolerance. Strike a balance between reinvesting profits for business growth and distributing dividends to shareholders. Prepare for significant financial events such as acquisitions, expansions, or exits. Engage family stakeholders in discussions about income needs, dividends, and capital use. The following slide focuses on the topic of career pathing under the broader area of next generation development. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Next generation development, career pathing. Establish clear eligibility standards for joining the business, such as education, experience, and skill sets. Design formal entry points like internships, management trainee roles, or apprenticeships. Outline long-term career paths for family members, including roles, training, and growth milestones. Provide opportunities while holding family members to performance standards equal to or higher than non-family employees. Support family members in exploring both business and non-business career interests. The following slide focuses on the topic of outside experience under the broader area of next generation development. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Next generation development, outside experience. Promote the importance of gaining experience outside the family business to build independence, skills, and professional identity. Recommend roles in different industries or firms to expose future leaders to varied practices and global thinking. Define educational expectations and professional milestones for rejoining the family business. Design a structured process for transitioning back into the family business after gaining outside experience. Highlight how external accomplishments strengthen credibility and respect within the family and organization. The following slide focuses on the topic of leadership development under the broader area of next generation development. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Next generation development, leadership development. Use assessments, observation, and performance reviews to spot future leaders within the family. Pair next-gen members with senior leaders for structured mentoring. Enroll emerging leaders in executive programs, workshops, and seminars. Gradually assign more complex tasks and strategic projects to build experience and decision-making ability. Involve next-gen members in live business challenges and strategic decisions. The following slide focuses on the topic of financial education under the broader area of family wealth management. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Family wealth management, financial education. Evaluate the financial knowledge of each family member, especially the younger generation. Create programs that explain budgeting, investing, taxes, and financial terminology in relatable terms. Emphasize the responsibilities that come with wealth, including preservation, sharing, and ethical use. Introduce the concept of using wealth for good, through charitable giving, endowments, or community programs. Share financial plans, structures, and intentions with family members to build trust and reduce confusion. The following slide focuses on the topic of estate planning under the broader area of family wealth management. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Family wealth management, estate planning. Re-examine wills, trusts, and legal entities to ensure they are current and aligned with family goals. Analyze potential tax burdens and legal requirements related to inheritance and wealth transfer. Define who will receive what, when, and under what conditions. Discuss how fairness will be approached, particularly between active and non-active family members. Adjust estate plans in response to family changes, marriages, births, divorces, or financial shifts. The following slide focuses on the topic of risk management under the broader area of family wealth management. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Family wealth management, risk management. Conduct a thorough assessment of risks such as market volatility, legal issues, leadership gaps, and family conflict. Design policies and safeguards to minimize exposure to identified risks. Ensure adequate insurance or Islamic takaful for business operations, key personnel, property, and liabilities. Create action plans for unexpected events, such as illness, economic crises, or natural disasters. Monitor the effectiveness of risk plans and update them as the business and environment evolve. The following slide focuses on the topic of values and mission under the broader area of family business constitution. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Family business constitution, values and mission. Clearly articulate the values that have shaped the family and business. Develop a concise mission that reflects both the purpose of the business and the family's collective vision. Ensure the values and mission align with strategic and generational objectives. Use values as a filter for evaluating opportunities, challenges, and business practices. Teach younger members to use the mission and values as a guide for their decisions and roles. The following slide focuses on the topic of policies and protocols under the broader area of family business constitution. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Family business constitution, policies and protocols. Develop transparent rules for how family members can enter, stay, or leave the business. Set expectations for salaries, bonuses, and how performance will be assessed for family and non-family employees. Outline how family members can join or withdraw ownership, including buy-sell agreements and valuation methods. Create rules for handling potential conflicts when personal, family, or outside interests interfere with the business. Design systems to ensure promotions and evaluations are based on merit, not family status. The following slide focuses on the topic of accountability mechanisms under the broader area of family business constitution. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Family business constitution, accountability mechanisms. Develop formal systems to evaluate the performance of both family and non-family members in business roles. Define what happens when rules are broken, clearly, fairly, and consistently. Schedule periodic reviews of family governance, policies, and agreements. Encourage every family member to take responsibility for their commitments and collective decisions. Require honest and open reporting of activities, finances, and performance. The following slide focuses on the topic of professional advisors under the broader area of external relationships. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. External relationships, professional advisors. Evaluate the family business's current advisors, legal, financial, governance, and tax experts. Determine where specialized knowledge is lacking, such as succession, ESG, or international law. Define what each advisor is responsible for, how they report, and what success looks like. Foster relationships with advisors who understand family dynamics and can grow with the business. Ensure that all advisors work together rather than in silos, with coordinated guidance and shared understanding. The following slide focuses on the topic of community engagement under the broader area of external relationships. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. External relationships, community engagement. Monitor how the business and family are perceived in the community and industry. Encourage family participation in local events, civic organizations, and community boards. Organize giving activities around family causes, social impact, and sustainability. Model ethical behavior, environmental care, and support for social causes in business and personal conduct. Ensure community outreach aligns with your mission and family ethos. The following slide focuses on the topic of industry relationships, under the broader area of external relationships. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Assess the business's involvement in trade associations, chambers, and professional networks. Identify and cultivate relationships with vendors, alliances, and collaborators that align with the family business vision. Prioritize maintaining strong, ethical, and long-term relationships with essential stakeholders. Encourage family or leadership presence at industry forums, conferences, and regulatory panels. Use your relationships to access new markets, funding, technologies, and talent. The following slide focuses on the topic of prioritization framework, under the broader area of action planning and implementation. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Action planning and implementation, prioritization framework. Categorize action items based on urgency and importance to help the family business focus on what matters most. Develop a consistent framework for deciding which issues take precedence. Ensure that short-term actions align with and support the long-term vision and business sustainability. Evaluate time, talent, and funding when prioritizing tasks. Schedule regular reviews to update priorities in response to new developments and feedback. The following slide focuses on the topic of accountability assignment, under the broader area of action planning and implementation. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Action planning and implementation, accountability assignment. Assign a specific person or team responsible for each task or initiative. Communicate responsibilities openly so everyone understands who is doing what. Schedule consistent follow-ups to track task progress and offer support. Connect individual and group accountability to measurable business results. Enforce appropriate consequences for missed timelines or inaction. The following slide focuses on the topic of progress measurement, under the broader area of action planning and implementation. It outlines key considerations and action points that are essential for family business sustainability and strategic planning. Action planning and implementation, progress measurement. Identify specific, measurable indicators to evaluate the success of each project or action plan. Build dashboards or visual tools that present key performance indicators, KPIs, in a simple and accessible way. Set timelines for reviewing progress and reporting updates to stakeholders. Ensure each metric reflects broader business and family goals. Evaluate outcomes not just to measure success, but to identify areas for learning and refinement. What makes a family business unique? Strong intergenerational ties and shared values. Long-term commitment to legacy and growth. Decision-making is influenced by family dynamics. Balance between tradition and innovation. This presentation provides a comprehensive to-do list that can transform your family business from a reactive operation into a strategic, structured, and unified institution. The concepts you learned, governance, succession, communication, planning, next-generation development, and wealth management, are the foundation of long-lasting family businesses across the world. Now it's your turn to act. Share this video with all family business stakeholders. Founders, siblings, cousins, next-gen members, board advisors, everyone must watch this. Hold a family business group discussion. Go through each point, identify strengths and weaknesses, and agree on what matters most. Create a to-do list and assign responsibilities. Implementation creates transformation. Act upon these insights over the next 30 to 90 days. Change must be consistent. Explore the books written by Basheer Juma. Available on Amazon KDP, payhip.com, and gumroad.com, covering every aspect of family business governance, succession, sustainability, and leadership. Watch more than 200 family business videos on YouTube. Visit youtube.com/@BasheerJuma for detailed guidance. Contact details are on the last slide. Thank you for watching. Basheer.juma@gmail.com